practice. The first lesson is be a little bit contrarian here. When things get tight, what do most people do when it comes to spending, Naren? What is the natural human reaction when the economy tightens?
They pull back. They stop doing the things they used to do.
They stop doing it out of fear.
Right.
Out of fear.
Right.
And we certainly want all of our listeners to pay attention to their expenses and not waste any money, of course. Be a good steward of your resources. But one thing I would encourage you to do is actually go on the marketing offense. Be on the offense when it comes to marketing. Because it's a time when you can really, improve your practice by doing marketing. And what I would suggest is master the world of digital marketing. Like we have at LifeSmiles and we teach our clients to do. Master the world of digital marketing and use Google to attract new patients to your practice. And you can do that very affordably. LifeSmiles is a client of Equa, your marketing firm. I recommend Equa to our coaching clients. And they are spending a very modest amount of money to master organic search engine optimization. Naren, do you mind if I share your fees?
Absolutely, Gary. Please.
It's a $1,200 a month flat fee. And for many practices, that may be all you have to spend on marketing, that $1,200 a month. If you annualize that, that's $14,400 a year. And when you look at the results that you get from that, and master all the areas of digital marketing to attract new patients to your practice, I would suggest that when dentists stop doing some of the things they've done, it opens up an opportunity to excel. If you're in a bigger area and it's hard to get on page one when someone types in a search term for a dentist in their area, it could be easier to do that with your expertise, Naren. It could be easier to dominate page one and be seen as the go-to practice in your area when anybody in your area is looking for a dentist. And let's face it, whether it's recession or not, there's people always looking for a dentist.
Correct.
Yeah. Naren, would you be kind enough to put a link in the show notes for our listeners to schedule a marketing strategy meeting with Equa to learn how things that could be done to master the world of digital marketing, to look how, I know Lila Stone will run that meeting. She'll look at your existing profile with Google, how you look in the eyes and mind of Google. She'll suggest things that you can do to improve, and she'll provide you with a plan moving forward. It's what I did over 6 years ago at LifeSmiles, and it's what we recommend to our clients. And I'd say jump on our shoulders on this one. By the way, if you're just listening and you want to go to that site, www.equa.com/MSM, and that stands for Marketing Strategy Meeting. So yes. Number one, go on the offense regarding marketing your practice. I know that sounds contrarian, but that's what we did in 2007, and that's what I would recommend if, in fact, we're looking at whether it be a recession or just some dark clouds. Double down on that. So one lesson for sure. In our area, Naren, I'm in Phoenix. Maricopa County is the county. It's one of the largest counties by size, geography, and also by population in the United States. It's not the largest, but it's one of the largest. We had 1,800 general practices at the start. Before December of 2007, there were 1,800 general practices in Maricopa County.
Right.
After the recession, we know from public records that 400 of those failed. 400 practices failed. Out of a universe of 1,800, we went from 1,800 to 1,400. I believe it's understated because I believe there was maybe another 100 that were below the radar. There were very marginal practices that just weren't on anybody's radar screen. I believe the actual number was 500. Well, even if it was 400, that is a crazy amount of practice fail. In a normal year, 1 or 2 practices might fail. And over that 18-month period, 400 failed. But so many practices became stronger during that time because guess what? Those patients had to go somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Those patients had to go somewhere. And if you were marketing, you attracted those patients like we did at LifeSmiles. And we figured out how to not just survive, but actually thrive in the midst of it. And you can too. The same thing will happen again if in fact we're facing, that kind of economic impact. So number one, go on the marketing offensive, double down on marketing. And frankly, when I say double down, you're not actually going to be spending more because you'll likely spend less if you consolidate all of your marketing into digital marketing, into Google. At 14.4 a year, when you look at what percent of that is of your revenue, that's a very affordable marketing budget.